It is day 10 of Living a Creative Life. I am Zach, the host of Like Really Creative, and I want to talk about my third code of creative energy, or how I get creative energy, and it's craft. What I mean by that is doing something every day to work on your craft, to hone your craft. You can have multiple crafts, so you can do multiple things. You can pick a craft a day. Monday can be writing, Tuesday can be music, Wednesday can be basket weaving, Thursday could be content creation, Friday could be filmmaking. One example of how I hone my craft every day is when I'm reading, I create a word bank. I have a long list of words that I keep in my notes app to potentially use in poems one day, because sometimes when I want to write a poem, I'll look at these words that kind of spur ideas. Reading books about creativity, artist biographies are very inspiring for me in terms of generating short story ideas. I love writing about artists, fiction wise. And if you want to get more hands-on, you could write a poem a day. It could be one line. It could be 3 words. You could write 100 words for a short story. You can start really small. I work best when I start small and scale up. I was in the habit of writing for 30 minutes every morning a few months ago, and that took a long time to build up to. I started with 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I jumped to 30. I haven't been consistent with writing at all, and I've been focusing on music and starting this show, starting this brand, working on speaking better, making plans for the future, for products I want to release, and workshops, and putting myself out there more, and being part of the artistic community instead of just looking from afar, which we'll talk about in the 4th code. But for now, for the 3rd code, craft, find a way to hone your craft in a way that's fun and enjoyable to you. And eventually, of course, you'll have to do tedious things, but when you work on something every day that hones your craft, you start to build a confidence, and it becomes so ingrained in you with consistency that you can do more and more, and eventually you'll get in a flow. And that's what, as artists and creators, we're just looking for a flow. I'm always looking for a flow. Today I interviewed 3 people. I had a drag queen up in here, India Taco, wearing a face kini, which I'm really excited to share that interview. It was such a good interview. I interviewed Samantha Schmidt and Mike Schmidt, and I learned a lot about creativity and habits and obsession and science and philosophy, and how to teach someone design. And that's part of honing my craft, is talking to these artists and learning what they do, and it makes me feel less alone. And I also read a book on entrepreneurship. Not read a whole book, but read some pages and watched a few masterclass videos, and just working on my skills, learning something that I don't know really anything about, which will all filter back into my writing and art and music, because there is a business side to it. And my grandpa was a businessman, and he worked all his life to have a successful business, and he had many failures and many successes, and it runs in my blood to that go-to attitude. And he was always learning and working on his craft, so that's what I want to do. So tomorrow I will talk about the fourth code, which is community. So thanks for watching.